Hello, Anton the Whale and Banshee here, and we are filming in Shark Week, so I am wearing my Jaws t-shirt. I will also be reviewing a shark-related movie, the movie of Shark Exorcist. Normally I do like to have a little part at the beginning that is spoiler-free and just sort of gives a rough plot, and then a rating. I'm not going to be able to do that with this movie because I couldn't really find a plot. I tried really hard. So this review is completely full of spoilers. Anyway, this is a movie that made no sense to me. So you have this nun. That's where this movie starts. Walking through a graveyard, coming to the shore of this water. And like this random girl walks up. The nun stabs her. It's all like, "Hail Satan," and sacrifices this girl to the water, for some justification for something that happened to her. No idea. So then it cuts to 1 year later, and you got these three girls going to a lake, and there's a whole scene about, well, we're going to a water park. No, we're going to a lake. Let's get a slide. No, it's a lake. It's like, for some reason, there's a person who is, in pushing their, around their 20s and doesn't know the difference between a water park and a lake. Oh, then they finally get to the lake. I'm going to keep emphasizing the word lake. They get to the lake, and two of the friends go tanning, and one of them decides to go swimming. And that's when we have our first appearance of the shark. So you get a shot of the girl swimming in the lake, nice murky water, and then it cuts to a CGI shark in like a CGI background with blue water. The water doesn't match at all. It's essentially just a different scene. Cuts to the girl like thrashing around like she's being attacked. And then it cuts to another scene where like her friends have found her and she's on land. She's got like this little line of blood on her leg. She was, apparently savagely attacked, but lost a half an ounce of blood. So they decide to take her to the hospital, where she basically miraculously heals. I don't know how you can miraculously heal for something that you could basically put a Band-Aid over, but whatever. So after that, this girl starts luring people to the lake. She's like, "Let's go to the lake. Come on." She takes them there, starts swimming, and then she always seems to like dive under the water, and then the shark comes and attacks. And there's this one scene with this girl who I have no idea what's going on. She's playing with like these plastic sharks in a playground. And this person's clearly like in their 20s. I don't know what's going on. And, Shark Girl shows up and is talking to her. It's like, "I love sharks." "Wow, I love sharks too." And somehow they end up at a pool, and I think the shark comes and attacks her there. I don't know. Randomly cuts to a priest. So I thought, hey, maybe the whole Exorcist part of this movie was actually going to, start. I was not that lucky, because it immediately pans over to these three people in a cemetery trying to conjure up the evil spirits. And then there's this random girl over here who starts convulsing, and like it cuts to a shot of her. I'm guessing it's supposed to be blood coming out of the eyes, but it's really just blood by the eyes and down below. And then one of the girls in the circle starts convulsing and has blood coming in her eyes. I don't know. There seem to be like a bunch of random attacks. No real sense of a story, dread, anything that you would look for in a movie. Um, you know, there's the priest finally comes and has his meetup with the demon that's possessing Shark Girl, and he tries to perform the exorcism, and the demon's like, well, what do you want to do? Offer up a trade? So clearly, both the demon and the priest have seen the movie The Exorcist. So they're like, yeah, get out of the girl and come into me. So then the demon comes into the priest, and, well, in The Exorcist, they have the nice sense to, end. This movie just sort of goes on, and you've got, some more random killings, and then this other girl who was like around the priest, who the demon didn't go in, goes and talks to the third friend. Sorry about not taking the time to learn their names. It would really physically hurt me to take that time. Goes and is talking and to the third friend. She's like, I'm sorry. And then she jumps in the lake, and the shark attacks the girl on land. For some reason now this girl is, doing the bidding of this evil shark. There were a couple of scenes that were just sort of thrown in there. Maybe they needed more time. And there's this one girl who comes out and starts tanning by this lake, because that's what everybody loves to do. And this guy is hiding behind a tree, and he comes up all stalker-like and starts taking pictures of her. Of course, she's got her eyes closed, so she doesn't see this. In any normal film, you'd expect there to be like an altercation when she finally notices this guy. No, this guy takes a bunch of pictures, and then literally there's about 20 seconds of you watching him go through the photos he's taken and just look at them. I started timing it, and then this guy wanders off. You never see this guy again. There is no reason for that scene to be in this movie whatsoever. I think the nun comes back and kills this girl. No idea why. Then, the lake, the shark kills the nun, I think. It's very, very strange. It just sort of cuts to little, sort of like it jumps to little vignette scenes that don't ever actually connect together to make one whole movie. And then there's this weird side plot that, once again, really no idea why it's there. It's there's this one girl who's from this psychic ghost show, and she's there trying to figure out if something sinister is going on in the lake. And she tries to contact the spirits in the lake, and she has a demon convulsion thing on the ground. There's actually my favorite character in there, just this random fat guy who's doing the camera work. Maybe I just connected to him since he was also weight challenged. It might also have to do with the fact that he really didn't speak, which is a benefit in this movie. And then there's the altercation battle between her and this girl from a ghosts aren't real type show. And once again, no real reason for this, no explanation, no tying to the main story at all. Basically, they end up having a fight somewhere. I don't know. I think the psychic girl summoned demons into her and puked on her or something. Don't know why. Oh yeah, that reminds me. One of the only scenes that I really did find somewhat amusing was that while the priest was doing the exorcism, this demon just clearly just projectile vomited random pea soup colored vomit. No idea where they got that idea from, but that was in there. So then it cuts to the credits. 1 hour long. Yay, I'm happy. I finally finished this movie that makes no sense. And then it starts going to this new shot in an aquarium, this one girl looking at the fish in the aquarium, and then I don't know if it's the same girl or a different girl, is in this gift shop looking at all the sharks, pulling them out, like petting these fake, stuffed sharks, putting them back, pulling out a different one. These are all the same shark, that it's a gift shop that's ordered a bunch of the same shark, just to stock for people to buy if they want a little souvenir. This girl's just like randomly picking up a bunch of them and rubbing them. Sorry about the train. And there's like another girl who sort of has like a little mini breakdown. Once again, there's like a bunch of characters. Seems like a few people, no real connection. And then it cuts to credits again. And I think there's like a third little mini scene, once again, really makes no sense. And then it cuts to the credits for the end, and it goes to the end of the screen, and it stops. So then my watching of this movie was truly over, and I was happy. So I'm gonna give this movie a 1 out of 10 because they did take the time to make this movie, and they did manage to get it made, which I think deserves a star. But I really have not a lot of nice things to say about this movie. Maybe there are some people who would like it. I don't know. I mean, I'm even a fan of low budget horror movies, so it's not even the budget, and I know what to expect with low budget movies. You're not going to get the same. You're not usually going to expect the same levels of things that you would in movies that I had a lot more funding. But even taking that into account, this movie made no sense, and I wasn't going to take the time to watch it again to try and get any more sense out of it. So until next time, see you soon, hopefully with a movie that makes sense.